Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Bingo Bonanza, live from the double wide of everyone's favorite beauty professional, Hummel figurine collector, and bingo caller, Miss Richfield 1981.
I'd like to tell a story of the prettiest of girls. It's me from Minnesota, in my heels and in my curls. Although my roots were modest, I was destined for the stage. My parents knew they had a star when at an early age. I did not say the word mama, I chose a different line. At just the tender age of 2, I screamed, "Oh, 69!" Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Bingo Bonanza! I'm your hostess, Miss Richfield 1981, and I invite you to stay right where you are and let me bring bingo to you. Oh, it's gonna be a bonanza because we've got a live studio audience and prizes and the Richfield winner spinner and fun, and it's all because bingo makes it better. It really does! Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play? Now it's your turn, join with me. Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play? Grab your balls and play, now you. Grab your balls and play. Grab your balls and play. I can hear you. Grab your balls and play. Grab your balls and play, hey! And welcome to Bingo Bonanza. Look who's dressed up like Santa Claus. Looking so handsome. Look at him. He's so handsome. He loves his Santa outfit. He really does. And but he's just running around today having a good old time, aren't you? This is Louis. He's going to be joining us today. Trust me, because Mommy has her wieners. She didn't have wieners last week, but she's got wieners this week. And he's just a doll. I want to let him run around now and have fun. Let me take off give me just a second. I got to get this. There we go. I want to make sure we take the costume off him because, you know, he likes the costume, but he'd rather just roll around in it and have fun. There you go, sweetie. So anyway, and wrangling him, I had to take my gloves off because I don't want to take a chance on soiling my beautiful gloves. And anyway, I am Miss Richfield 1981, and welcome to Ho 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 Bingo. Ho 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 Bingo. And there we go. We're going to get it in case we have any folks who are sort of leaning toward a seizure this evening. I thought I'd just stop the flashing. But look at what I have for Louis before I forget to announce. Look at this. Straight. Chinooka's not over here. We're still celebrating with the Hebrew National Jumbo Beef Frankfurter. And look at that. I don't always get these. This is deluxe because, you know, it's the holidays and, you know, I just want things to be nice, you know? So anyway, so great to see you all. Thank you for joining us. And this is bingo number 43. 43. We've done this 43 times. And I hope we do it a whole bunch of more times because I'm just enjoying it so much. And one of the things I love about bingo is I love to meet new people, and I know I've got some wonderful folks waiting for me in my live studio audience. And so bring up my studio audience, Joe. And it's been such a busy day for all of us. I don't know what your days have been like, but my friend Joe, who's in charge of all of the technical end of making this beautiful, he's the one that brings everybody up on screen. He talks to our audience ahead of time. He's been moving friends all day long. He came and it was one of those moving situations where somebody came to help but couldn't stay very long, and so anyway, so he's been moving all day, and then he got home in time to do bingo, and so this is what it's like. You know, you got friends like this. It's hard not to have a wonderful event when you got such dedication. And my beautiful audience is just an array of people, and it looks like mostly men, but trust me,
I'm excited.
they're not. Really, I know. You have to put that in air quotes because, yeah. I mean, they're men, but you know what I mean. You'll see when you meet them because they're very fashionable. They're very lovely. And I want to start out right down here with somebody from right down the block from me. Actually, I'm on the south side of the city. I'm in Richfield. You're on the north side of the city in a beautiful neighborhood. I love your city. And you are the fabulous Tim, correct?
I am. I don't know if you remember me, but we met many, many years ago when you started at the 90s.
At the gay 90s. And in fact, here, let me get my screen up full. I don't have my screen up full there because I want to see everybody. Oh, there we go. Now I can see you better. And look at that. I mean, you've even saved, what year was that? Does it say, it must say I had the year on there.
I think it was around 1800. No.
Yeah.
2016.
The war. I know paper had been invented, but it was still new.
2016.
The printing press was still new. And so people were like, wow. And there was already Homo magazine started. I think that Gutenberg fellow, he was just, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm so glad you're here, Tim. And I'm glad we're going to walk down memory lane this evening. And what do you have? Do you have a friend?
That's Skippy. He's taking a nap over there.
Look at him. Oh, my God. Skippy looks like Joe feels tonight after he moved all his friends. My technical friend Joe wants to curl up and sleep too. So, he's just adorable. Oh, he's adorbs. Well, we'll meet him later in the evening. So you promise to wake him up and bring him over and get a really nice shot of him. And then Robin and Bobby, hi. And Robin and Bobby are calling in from New Hampshire.
We are.
Woo! And that does not look like New Hampshire behind you. I see color and lights, and it's just, I'm used to seeing more a wood grain and, just in like a wood burning stove or something behind you. But this looks like this is the fancy area of New Hampshire. Where is Newfields in New Hampshire? Is it north or south?
It's on the seacoast. It's just above Exeter, New Hampshire.
Exeter? I'm huge in Exeter. I've got a whole bunch of people that watch me in Exeter, and they don't all know each other. So there's like 3 different groups of people that watch me from Exeter. They don't even know each other. I'm like, you must all know. I'm just assuming Exeter isn't that big, but maybe on New Hampshire standards, it's huge. So I'm loving that you're in New Hampshire, and I spend the summers in P-Town, and so I actually have gone up through New Hampshire to go someplace else. And I haven't ever stopped long enough, but now that I know Exeter and I know I got friends in Newfields, is it more? It's not Newfield, it's Newfields.
Plural. Yep, that's at the end.
Wow. So it's just like it's happening there. And so we're going to find out more about you soon because all of my guests have very interesting stories. Sometimes it's like, going to the well. And you just keep going to the well thinking there's got to be something interesting. And oftentimes, not so much. But tonight, completely different. And so thank you guys so much. We're going to get back to them. And Kristen, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, how are you?
I'm glad there's one other gal on the call.
Me too. I mean, I was feeling lonely until you joined.
I was feeling lonely too. I looked at all those fellows and I thought, wow, and I love your Christmas decor.
Oh, thank you. I had to borrow them from my daughter tonight.
What are they? Are they reindeer?
They're reindeer. Are they on backwards? I had to take them off for a minute. I can't even tell.
I don't. Yeah. I was wearing a question mark for a game night I did a while ago, and I had the question marks on backwards.
Yeah, it's a tricky thing,
Here, and you put the. I don't know. You would think I would have done this before, but anyway, so I had to double check and make sure the ho 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 was not o. Either one would be good. But like someone was saying, you want to hear both. You want to hear both of them.
It's a win-win.
It's totally a win-win. There's no losing now. And I love you. We're going to find out about that. I'm not sure if it's wallpaper or what it is.
That's Einstein. That's a painting.
Oh, well, we can't. We'll talk about it in a minute, though, because we still have to move on, and I've got to hear more about that.
Okay,
other than just
I got all the
stories.
So
don't go anywhere, Kristen. Kristen's calling from Florida, and we're so glad you're down there holding down the fort in Florida. And then right above you is Jeff and Skippy, and Jeff, look at Jeff and Skippy. Oh my word! Are we at an art opening or what's going on? Look at you in your eyewear. You're just lovely. You're just fabulous. Oh, look who's back. Lewis is back. Lewis wants one of the wieners. So, you look fabulous though, and in flashing lights. And behind you, there's a beautifully appointed tree right between you. You've just done a lovely job. It's a beautiful job. And you're calling in from, is it Winter Garden, Florida?
Winter Garden, Florida.
And where's that?
Right by Orlando.
Well, there was a lot.
Oh, you're the ones by Orlando. I was thinking that Plantation, but Plantation's near Fort Lauderdale. Winter Garden it's all the third world to me. I don't know. I mean, have you ever been to Florida? I mean, I'm telling you, you go one block, out of the town and you're looking for a full set of teeth. So anyway, so thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. And you guys have been together for a while, I bet, right, Jeff and Skippy?
Oh, yeah, 21 years.
21 years. That is so awesome. Congratulations. And I'm glad, I bet you're glad this year that you've got somebody to be with.
Yeah.
Cats, right? I mean, it could be worse. It could be Kristen, So thank you so much. And then Jeff, the medium, look at you. And you know what? You're probably not going to believe this. I'm a small. I know. It's just, or at least my outfit is,
And I'm 6'4". I'm actually a large.
Woo! Yeah, this is a small baby. Look at this.
All right.
It's really pretty well overall. It's nice. Anyway, and I had it shortened just a bit. Hello. And I would show you the bag.
Right.
But the back, it's really fun, isn't it fun? I know it was a Target find this year, and I had it altered because I didn't like it. It was long pants. Hello. I mean, you know what I mean? You got gams like this. You know what I'm saying? You're not wearing long pants, Where am I? New Hampshire? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, don't go anywhere. So Jeff, the medium, we're going to find out all about that. And Jeff is calling in from where? Phoenix.
Phoenix, yes, where it's 80 degrees.
Oh, Lord. Merry Christmas. All right. Well, get into the season. So don't go anywhere. I want to bring on now. Chris couldn't be with us tonight. You know where Chris is?
Where?
I'll give you a clue. He is south of the border. Any of you homos go south of the border. Where do we head? Puerto Vallarta, if you don't know. It's called PV. And he's down there. He's having a little vacation. I couldn't be happier for him because, he ran for office this year and he got elected to the Wilton Manors town board, or I don't know what it is. Anyway, something governmental. And I'm hoping to get an appointment, doing something, Minister of Beauty or something. Anyway, and it's Florida, so anything could happen, But anyway, I'm hoping to get, some credit for all the votes that I got for him because a lot of people in Richfield voted for him. I made sure that people voted for Chris. So anyway, so he's got a well-needed vacation. So he's taking a little break. So I said, well, who could we have? Who could come? And I mean, those are big, heels to fill. And I looked around and look who I found to help us tonight. This took a lot of doing. Santa!
Hello, everybody.
Santa!
Ho, 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 hos.
Look at you. Santa, you have obviously been working so hard you haven't been eating.
Oh no, it just goes straight to my delts.
God, look at you, Santa. So strong and so able. I mean, right? You're probably you're ready to deliver the gifts. I mean, all those heavy gifts that you got to deliver to all the children.
I do that as I carry them. So
and are you right now, Santa? Are you in Philly?
I am
in
just
Philadelphia. Resting in Philly before the holiday a little bit? Because I know you have to probably travel all over and see all the children before the holiday, as well as And so now you've got the naughty on.
I do.
Yeah, and I'm wondering now, how is Santa naughty?
Well, I have the option to be nice, but until Christmas hits proper, I figure I may as well at least have fun, right?
Right, exactly.
Also, I'm doing my best Chris impression, so.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, then you're going to be removing your blouse at some point, probably. Anyway, and so, look at Lewis. He just can't wait to dive into these wieners, these Hebrew wieners.
Thanks, Chris.
Anyway, and so now Eli is one of our friends that Santa has. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering, Santa, if Eli gave you, hopefully Eli gave you notes along with Chris so that you know what we're doing tonight. Because I know we're going to play 3 games of bingo. And each game only has one winner. And so explain some of that to us, if you
Sure.
could.
So if you want to play, you can see right there. You go to playbingobonanza.com. The first person to win gets. I think we're doing magnets again.
Woo-hoo!
I
We
know.
are doing magnets. And the magnets we're doing, Santa, you may not know this. You may want to stop by Bandware and pick up some of these for the children, because these are vintage. And I know a lot of people think, oh, are these just old magnets? And actually, they're so old, they're vintage. Yeah, they're actually collectibles. That's how long we've held on to them. And one of them, my favorite one, is that Greetings from Richville, Minnesota, where butter is a spice and gravy is a beverage. Come on, that is just fun. With look at my fish. My fish mitts, oven mitts. And then the other one was from 2016 when I ran for president. And it was Red Lips to the White House. And there is just, but you know what? Vote. That's good anytime, right?
True.
Anytime, Santa.
If you're in Georgia, you better try to win one of those magnets.
Oh, I'm so glad you said. Oh, see, this is why we have Santa on. Because, I'm just, look at Lewis is looking great. Hey, Lou. So that's why we had Santa on, because Santa just knows what everything's going on. And I would have forgotten all about that, Santa, is that we have to remind our friends in Georgia to vote, right? Get your friends out. Get going, because every single vote's going to count down there. Especially this time. It's going to be super important. So I don't know all the details, but I do know that we don't want some nutcase getting elected. Oh, look at
No,
Lewis.
we've had plenty of that.
Yeah,
You can see the Almighty Joe has also put up, if you share on Facebook, whoever shares the most also gets a magnet. Our share winner for this week is Rob McNeil in Long Beach, California.
Thank you, Rob.
Fast track to the 9th list.
And so Rob from where? From Long Beach?
Long Beach, California.
Oh, Rob. I bet I know him. I know a lot of people in Long Beach. I love Long Beach. Have you been there? Have you ever been there?
I have not been there, no.
Well,
Actually, briefly, for a split second.
You're right. I mean, you're in and out. You're up and down, up and down, up and down. Yeah. So, right, exactly. And it's hard to land on those roofs, because that's Southern California. That's a hard landing. That's not like landing on snow, in my trailer. But Santa, let me tell you, Long Beach is a beautiful place. And thank you, Rob, for sharing. And may I just tell people, when you do share, it means the world to us, because it does introduce new people. And, people play for a period of time. And some people have played every single one. There's 43. And so we're going to do a special thing after the first of the year, where we're going to honor people who've played through the whole season from us. And some people have made every single bingo, right?
Very impressive.
Amazing. And most of my staff can't even say that. Because at some point you got to take a night off. Joe was sick one night, and Chris had to go on vacation, and you were on vacation, or your friend Eli was on vacation.
That's right. Eli went to Vermont, which is very near New Hampshire. So
right. In fact, if you just squint, you really can't tell the difference. I know. Same thing.
Just New Hampshire standing on its head.
Hey, Santa. Somebody's getting clever there. All right. Somebody needs to remember who is in charge here. Okay, Santa. Right. We're not on the North Pole. We're at Bingo Bonanza. Sorry, Miss Richfield, 1981. I mean, I hate to remind you, but so now, Santa, tell us, what else do we need to do? Oh, I think we're good. We just want to remind people to tip too.
Now is the time too when we ask for tips.
Because tipping is a great thing to do. It helps us out. We do share it. People are doing such wonderful things here, and the holidays is such a good time to think about giving. And so if you want to, we would really appreciate it. We do split it amongst us all, and everybody's working hard. You don't see everybody. You just see me most of the time, or Chris. But there's Joe and our friend Eli and my manager Matt down in Florida. Lots of people involved. Lewis too. These wieners are not free. These Hebrew wieners. They're from Jerusalem, I think. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, thank you. Is there anything else, Eli, before we go on to our first game? Santa?
That is everything that Eli, who is not me, has put on the list. So I think we're good.
Okay, I think we're good. So now, of course, we have Naomi with us too. And Naomi doesn't get any of your tips, although I buy her beer, but not with your money. I do not buy beer with your money. But anyway, she's outside, and I just have to pound on the window. Woo! Look at that. Lewis is like, why are you pounding on the window? Because I have to remind my friend Naomi, who plays at the, oh, look at that. Susan's like, Naomi! Everybody loves Naomi. And if you came to my holiday show this year, you got to see Naomi. Anyway, she's back outside, and she is doing, she always introduces the first game, the second game, and the third game. So you will hear her as long as she's conscious. And because it's a little bit warmer here these days. We haven't had a very cold winter. So she's like drinking the old brewskis out there, enjoying herself, having a nice time. And sometimes her roommate, Yvonne Splinter, will come and join her too. And so anyway, so it's bingo in any direction we always start out with. And bingo in any direction means you can get any 5 in a row. So you can do 5 in a row across, you can do 5 in a row up and down, or you can do diagonal. And then, of course, our free space is right in the middle. And you want to make sure you do your free space because, hey, it's free. And there's nothing better than free. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, of course, we have Ruth, who's with us again tonight, who's faithfully been at, she's been at a lot of bingos. And look, she's got her nice. Ruth is always nice. She's never naughty. And she always makes sure that we play fair and square, okay? And she helps me. I count the balls ahead of time. And, of course, we're calling all of the numbers, all of the letters, because it's bingo in any direction. So I'm going to start out calling the first number. And if you have this first number, you give us you go, whee! And that means you're going to be lucky all night long if you have 074. You can play on 3 cards, too. 3 games. 3 cards for each game. And between each game, what you're going to do is refresh your cards between each game. But for right now, you should be playing on 3 cards. You might want to win one of those magnets. Only the first one that tunes in will be able to do that. So I'd like to start out by talking to Kristen, who is our, and she is in Plantations, Florida, which is near Fort Lauderdale, which is near my friend Chris.
Yes.
Although
your
not
friend
now.
Chris is my cousin Chris.
He's your cousin.
He is my cousin.
When
yeah.
Did it come to that?
He stood me up tonight. I actually forgot he was going on vacation.
I was gonna say, I hope you're not taking it personally.
I
but
forgot.
He's not even here. 070, everybody. 070. Kristen, I'm so glad you have Chris as a relative. And so you live close then? Because he's in Florida. Were you all raised in Florida?
No, I actually didn't even really know Chris very well until I moved down here when I was 23. Because we have a gigantic family.
And so you got to know each other after you moved down.
And now he's like my brother. And for a period of time, we actually lived 2 doors apart, which is great.
I kind of feel like he's that way to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
He is. Sometimes brother means different things, but I think, he fits into many ways that we would interpret brother and sister, quite honestly, both. So hang on a minute. I-22. And what do you do down there? Because you were obviously someplace else before. Where did you move from?
From Buffalo.
Buffalo? New York?
Why does everyone say it like that? Yes.
Wow. Snow capital of the world.
It is.
As I recall, a friend told me one time that they advertise, and I don't know if it's so true anymore, because, Minnesota used to be lots of snow. We have no snow.
Yeah.
7 of every 10 Christmases are brown in Minnesota now. I know.
Yeah,
it's tell me there isn't change, right? There's change. 071. And I don't necessarily welcome that change. I like the snow. I think it's pretty. But they said they advertised at a hardware store, if it didn't snow 100 inches, you could get a free snowblower. Because they were so sure it was going to.
Yeah,
just like nobody ever got a free snowblower because it was always 100 inches of snow.
They don't make that promise anymore.
Yeah, right? Because it's changed.
Yes.
I just remember shoveling as a little person, yes. And as a kid, and I remember 1 January it snowed every day but one, and it's like egads, and never a snow day in Richfield. I want you to know, all the years I went to school there, never a snow day. There were snow days around us, but not in Richfield. Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm in Florida.
G57. I bet you're loving it down there. We travel down there all the time, us Northerners. We love it down there. We love the hospitality. I love the culture down there, and the people couldn't be nicer. I think it's a beautiful place, and it's kind of a melting pot because people are from all over. It's like Southern California is that way too. Lots of people. You go to Palm Springs, you might even bump into your neighbors, because they're enjoying the warm weather too. So So I'm so glad that you share that. And then you and Chris got acquainted better then once you moved down
Yep.
there.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. Isn't that neat? And then you have children?
I do. I
And
have
35.
a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old who, what time is it? They may barge in here at some point.
Oh, we want to meet them.
Yes,
That would
they're
be
probably
cool.
getting bath and jammies by Daddy right now. But
Oh, and
I have,
there's a daddy.
yes, I have a handsome Latin husband who
Egas! You're kidding me.
So talk about melting pot. My kids are Irish, Italian, Peruvian, and Nicaraguan. So this is
Olay.
melting pot.
Olay. Well, I want to see this Mexican husband of yours.
Oh my God, don't call him Mexican.
I'm really getting better at themes. I was never good at themes up until recently. And we're talking about Puerto Vallarta
Yes.
and Chris and Mexicans and your husband. I mean, it all works out. B5, everybody. B5.
Except,
Next
Ms.
year,
Richfield,
one of our
I want to
children
tell
will
you though
be
that
5.
Peru and Nicaragua are not in Mexico.
Oh,
So-
yeah, but same neighborhood. If you squint, if you
Stone
don't know the language, it's all the same thing. And may I just say, I love that area of the world. You know, I say that about a lot of places, and I don't really mean it, but I love that whole area. You go south of the border, and you just keep going. And I've been down to, that part of Mexico, Brazil. That's southern Mexico. And I'm telling you, the people down there are nutty as fruitcakes. It's a riot. It is a scream.
It's a good time.
It is a riot. And I get to be there because of Atlantis Events, which is a cruise company, a gay vacation company that I work with, and just was in the Dominican Republic a few weeks ago. So I'm pretty lucky. I've been down to Brazil in that area like 5 times. I just love it down there. Peru, never. That's on the old bucket list.
Me too.
And me too, Pachipu. That mountain. I want to climb that. I want to climb that thing or see it or whatever it is. What is it, a city or is it
Machu Picchu. It's the old Incan city.
Oh, that one too. Okay,
Yeah.
well, all of them. I want to see all of them. Yeah. So hang on, don't go anywhere because I want to bring Jeff in. Because Jeff is from Phoenix. And I'm thinking you're the southern side of things too. Did you move like our friend Kristen into a warmer climate?
Yes, I lived in Connecticut, and I moved.
Wow,
yes.
Everybody's moving. That's even further than where Kristen moved. Everybody, G60. It's bingo in any direction. And where in Connecticut were you? Where was that?
Well, the last place I was living before I moved here was Waterbury, which a lot of famous people have actually been born there, like Bob Crane from Hogan's Heroes.
Bob Crane.
And Dermot.
He was born
Dylan
there,
McDermott.
but things ended kind of weird for that one. And 38. And watch the true Hollywood story. Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
At least it was filmed, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
The last
14
movie did
years.
well.
Yeah, too much snow. So
much snow.
In 2001.
2001. Oh, wonderful. And now this whole medium thing.
Yes.
Now, and do you make a living doing that?
I'm technically retired from the corporate world, so
I-25.
It is a business, but it's not my sole source of income.
Because I'm
it's
wondering.
I share my gift with people, but it's not like it's not like what's her face.
Well, I was wondering if you could tell me what Lewis is thinking right now. Look at him.
No, that's different. That's a mind reader. That's a psychic. And all.
What are you?
I'm a medium. Mediums are psychic, but not all psychics are mediums. So what a medium technically does is communicate.
Okay, so if you get it wrong, then you've got an excuse.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, you could say that. Yeah. No, but
don't. Now, hang on, Jeff. Give me a second. 063. Now explain that. Oh, jeez. Oh, Lord.
Well,
hang on, Jeff. Jeff,
sure.
Don't go far, because we'll come back to you in a second. Because I'm teasing you. I really want to know the difference between a medium and a large. So, because a lot of times it's if you pay $10 more for the dress, you're a medium, and it's kind of how that goes. Yeah, Kristen can tell you that. So Santa,
Yes.
ho ho ho. Ho ho ho.
Oh.
So weird. Anyway, I've done this 43 times. I still cannot get used to the fact that it's the opposite of a mirror, which is so weird. So Santa, who won?
Our winner is Ryan from Cape Coral, Florida. So congratulations, Ryan.
Wow, we're keeping it down south, folks. Hot dog, we got a wiener. Let's hear that.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Well, that is beautiful. And we have, Santa can tell you how much we have as just a gifted group of people watching us who are so generous to us, as we have said, and especially this time of the year, we think of giving, and we want to say thank you to all the people that do give. And between games is usually when we encourage you to give, because when you're playing the game, it's just, you don't want to be bothered with that.
You want to win those magnets.
Santa, do you have a list of names for us of people who are in our bingo booster list? I know we usually try to, and it's not all the names. It's just some of the
there's
names.
so many names.
Yeah, there's so many names.
Well, this is my list, and don't worry, I have checked it twice. So in our Golden Tiara Club, and those are people who just support us all the time, constantly. We love you. We have Robert Santiago, our good friend from Santa Ana, California, who we've had on the show several times. Greg Hopkins from Cathedral City, California, also out there where it's quite warm, I imagine, and Mike Reese in Atlanta, Georgia. So thank all of you.
That Cathedral City where Greg lives is near Palm Springs, which is a beautiful place. And it's much different than New Jersey, where Joseph Lamberti is from. He is from a different, and Sherry Brown. Oh, my friend from Sherry Brown. She's a nurse in Newport, Rhode Island. She's been very helpful to us, and also has been so amazing at just being generous and sweet, and was on the show one time and was able to talk about all the work that goes into the medical community now. And man, there is just so much, you guys. We have to be careful so we're not overtaxing our poor nurses and doctors. They're working so hard. Mark Scott in San Diego, thank you. And John Tanzella in Fort Lauderdale. Oh, look at all these people in these beautiful climates. San Diego, great city. Fort Lauderdale, of course. Our friend Joshua Ciano. I think that's right. Atlanta, Georgia. And Paul Anderson. Thank you, Paul, from Brampton, Ontario.
Oh,
look at that. We are international. It's official. I always knew. I hopefully we're reversing the charges when he calls in. But, well, if he tips, that's fine. And I know we're very excited about our bingo that we're going to have not next week, because we're taking a week off because it's the holidays and everybody wants to travel. Santa, you're going to be exhausted.
Yeah. I sleep for 2 weeks straight.
Right. You're going to just be tired. And I'm going to I'm actually doing, of course, I'm working that night. But anyway, God forbid I take a night off. But but we're not doing bingo. Okay, we're not doing bingo because we do just need to give everybody a break. But we're starting at the very next night, okay? The very next week, the next Monday, which is January 4th, okay?
The first bingo of the new year.
The first bingo of the new year. And then we're going to do it every Monday. We're going to continue on. And so hang in there with us and come and join us. Tell your friends, share it. But it's going to be New Year, Old Friends. And that's where we're going to honor some of the people who've been watching for so very, very long. And I know Santa, you and Eli are getting together some names with Chris, and we're just going to try to bring some people together, which reminds me, and Santa, you would certainly be able to believe that we need to have new faces come and join us each week. And that's a lot of people.
It is a lot.
You look at how many people we have in our audience tonight. And so if you know of anyone that you think would be fun to have on, or you want to be on, just please email us at missrichfieldlive@gmail.com. It's right there, missrichfieldlive, easy to remember, @gmail.com. And I think your friend Eli might even get the messages there.
It's true. My friend Eli is the audience wrangler, so definitely reach out to them. I know they appreciate it.
And it doesn't even have to be you. It could be somebody else. Maybe you've got a friend who just loves bingo, or you think would just be fun. And maybe somebody who hasn't even seen bingo before.
Oh, sure. They don't have to have seen it. Yeah.
Oh, we like that. We actually kind of like that, don't we? I know that's kind of fun because you're not only introducing people to me and to everything else, but you're introducing them to bingo, and it's just super fun. We have a good time. So anyway, and so thank you so much, Santa. I have something very special here that Santa probably uses too. Santa probably has one of these magic mirrors as well. But my magic mirror always sees everybody out there. And I see Jamie right now in Nebraska, and I see my friend Todd, who helped me with my Christmas show this year in Minneapolis, my penis. And there's Ann. Hi, Ann Margaret. Look at that, Miss Richfield in 2021. What a way to start the year. Yeah, January 4th, first Monday in January, first Monday after the new year. Hey, Casey. Good to see you. And so many people, my friend Alice in Dorchester is watching tonight too. And Steve from San Francisco. Hi, Steve. I know you, Steve. And Wendy, my friend, all the way from Folsom, Pennsylvania. That's just outside of Philly, not far from where our friend Eli is. Hey, Laura, you are not Laura from Essentials in P-Town. Hey, Laura. Oh, I'm so glad you joined us. And Howard, her dog, is so awesome too. That's where I hang out after all my shows in P-Town. I go to Essentials. Instead of going to a bar, I go to a convenience store because I don't drink anymore, and we have so much fun. So if you're in P-Town, come to Essentials. Laura's in Chicago right now. Hi, Leslie. And look at that, through the magic mirror. I needed this all day long. I hear you on that. I didn't have such a good day myself. I had a terrible day, actually, and this just makes it so much better. I look through the magic mirror, and I see all my friends. Dale, hello from Mass. Another of our friends from beautiful Massachusetts, and Scott. The neighborhood. Oh, Scott. Hi, Scott. I know Scott. Hi, Scott. And he's in my neighborhood, right in Richfield. Karen and Hammock, nice to see you. And Kurt, oh, look at Curtis. Oh, beautiful. And hey, Brad in Alabama. Hey, Brad, nice to see you for the Air Force. And Brad's been a guest before. He was a guest on our Christmas show. And Philly and Roy and Long Island, wonderful. And hey, Kristen, good to see you. And Jorge, we just talked to Jorge not long ago on my last show. And then look at that beautiful name. Thank you for keeping it. And Salmon Alpaca. Oh my gosh, Salmon Alpaca. Hi, and David. Oh, look at David Conklin. Just sends a smile. That's all we need, really. We don't need any more than that. Thank you. And Jay. Hi, Jay in Boston and San Diego. Look at this. People are calling in from all over. Natalie and Kelly. Hey. Hi to our team in Ohio. I love Ohio. Hey, my friend Susan Amram Summit, who I went to elementary school, junior high school, and high school with. And hi from Richfield. Hi. And Misty and Chris. Look at all the people. Look at from... hi, Brian and Tony and Chris. Hey, Chris. Oh, my friend Chris. That reminds me, I got to show you something special that he sent me. Chris all the way and Miss Veronica. They were guests on my holiday show. And in Northeast Minneapolis and Jerry. Look at that from Pompano Beach. And look at this. And look at all the people. And Sparkly Pig. And Lewis is also. And Sarah Huckabee Sanders is watching us. Hi, Sarah Huckabee Sanders. And Amber LeMay, who does a show every Sunday at in the evening. I can't remember the exact time, but she does, I think it's 8 o'clock every Sunday. Amber LeMay Live. And Dominic, hi from Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Oh, I got to go to Rehoboth Beach, Delaware soon. I love that. And visit my friends at the Moon. And then Milwaukee. Hi, Dave. And PA. And all these. And there's so many out there. And you can keep rolling through them. I can't read them all. But I just want to say this, is that Lewis and I see all of you out there. And some of you, we didn't say hello to by name or maybe where you live. But maybe you're feeling a little lonely. Or maybe you're feeling a little sick. And in fact, I have a friend who's really sick right now. I'm a little worried about, who's in the hospital and not doing so well. But maybe you're at home and you're sick and you're all by yourself and you can't talk to anybody. You can't go anywhere because you're not supposed to be going anywhere. Or maybe you're just afraid that you might get sick, so you don't want to. You're lonely. You know what I mean? Talk to someone. Make sure you come and join us on bingo. Look online, see what else is going on. There's lots of people, lots of my friends, Cacophony Daniels and Suddenly Seymour and Misconception and Amy Armstrong and so many people are doing shows. Look them up. and get on there and just watch them. And usually most of us don't charge anything. We just you just work for tips. And so so connect up with people. If you're not feeling good, go see the doctor. And for crying out loud, don't wait. And then maybe adopt a pet. Mr. Lewis is saying adopt a pet. And because they're such unconditional love. So anyway, so I want to say hi to everybody, and I want to say we see you out there. If you're alone, you're not alone tonight, because I see you, and we love you, and we want to remind you that other people love you too and want to help. And my friend Chris, I was gonna wear this, and then I forgot to wear it, and because he sent me these ornaments, and I thought they're so cute because they're Santa ornaments. Let me get them organized. Hang on a second. They're Santa, but look at what Santa's doing. He's wearing a mask. And if Santa can wear a mask, so can you. Ho, ho, ho. Right? So wear your mask. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go on to our second game. And our second game is so much fun. It's always a theme. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you. So it's always a theme. And the theme tonight is H. For ho, ho, ho. That's right, H for ho, ho, ho. And it's not a difficult game at all. You are going to mark the free space, okay? So make sure you mark the free space because that counts. And we're only going to call I's and G's tonight. I's and G's, okay? And we're going to start. I'm going to roll this out. And as I roll this out, I'm going to say hi to my friend Tim in Minneapolis, who we haven't spoken to yet. Let's see, we've got actually a number of friends we haven't spoken to yet that we want to say hello to. And Tim saw me perform in Minneapolis years ago when I was starting at the gay 90s. The gay 90s. And I thought it was Promise Keepers when I first got there. It's just a lot of guys, and I didn't know. It turned out to be a big homo bar.
Well, I kept a lot of promises that night.
It was... There's a lot of promises made, but not many promises kept in that crowd. So,
I'm actually kind of excited. I haven't had this many men in my bedroom in a long time.
Thank you. G46. Why do you think I'm doing this? G46, everybody. Remember, we're only going to call I's and G's because you're going to make an H, which is just right on either side of the free space. You're going to mark the free space, and there it is. Ho, ho, ho. So tell me now, you're in Minneapolis, and how many years ago did you see me at the 90s? I-19.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, that had to be like the late 90s, right?
Oh.
Or the mid-90s.
Early 90s, yeah. Somewhere there.
Early 90s. Yes, don't make us older than we are, sweetie. Like, no one's going to check the date. No one's going to check it, sweetie. Let's just say the late 90s and just be happy. I-16. I hope you're being careful. Are you working these days? Or do you work?
Yes.
Oh, so you're not one of those luxurious homos that can just, be in Florida and not work. Because we got a bunch of those. We love those folks. But that's not you.
No.
No. What do you do for work? I-28. What do you do for work?
I work with seniors.
Oh, I did see that. You work with seniors. I love that you work with seniors. My mom passed away this last year. It's our first Christmas without my mom. And so seniors are so important. And I was reminded of that when my mom was in her last years of life, because so many people did so nice things with her. And what do you do for seniors?
I basically give them comfort in terms of doing housework and ironing and baking and cooking, or just taking them for rides or getting them out of the house, or
And when does this start? How old do you have to be to have somebody come over and do your laundry?
I'll do your laundry anytime.
Oh, you old dog, you followed that. I was trying to be sneaky, and you know what I'm saying? I'm a little too obvious sometimes for my own good.
Somebody's awake.
G59. I love that you do that for older people though, because that's so important, right? I mean, good heavens. And I will be a senior in 40 years. Someone who clearly knows math. Thank you, Joe. And I-22, everybody, I-22. And then now, hang on. What else did I know about you in Minneapolis? So, you lost 100 pounds.
110 pounds, yes.
Holy Moses, that's amazing. Good for you. How'd you do it? Now, did you have help with it, or did you just staple your mouth shut? I mean, how do you lose that kind of weight? Because that's pretty amazing. And it sounds like you had to do it, though. Was it a health concern? I mean, 100 pounds.
Well, I almost died this winter, so.
Oh, yeah. That's when you know. That's when you know.
No, seriously,
it's serious. Yeah.
No, not because of that, because I had MRSA, which is a staph infection.
Oh, the MRSA. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And so,
yeah. That's sort of like the chlamydia 19. That's sort of like that's it sometimes.
So
I-23. But
So
tell me now, tell me how'd you lose it then, sweetie? Was it medical, or how'd you do it?
I walk between 5 and 10 miles a day.
Wow. And just walking. You know what they say about walking is it raises your heartbeat just enough to lose weight. And sometimes running, people, these, idiots out there running on the ice and the snow, sometimes that raises your heartbeat too much. So it's like, but the walking, if you walk at a good pace, smart. I didn't know you could lose all that weight. That's amazing. Good for you. I bet you feel better.
I do.
G51, right? Because that's a lot. And you don't realize because you add it on a little bit at a time. And you know what part of what keeps me thin? It's part of what keeps me thin. And you could do this, actually, if you're afraid you might gain the weight back. You know how you wouldn't gain the weight back? Wear women's clothes. Yeah, that's all you have to do is wear women's clothes because you put on 5 pounds and the outfit doesn't fit. Yeah.
Well, how do you know I'm not wearing women's clothes under my clothes? How do you know that?
Well, if you do, you'll keep the weight off. You'll keep the weight off or you'll be buying new clothes all the time because you can't, because women's clothes are made so you just have to be thin or whatever. You have to stay the same size. I-30, everybody. And I'm hearing an amen from my gal friends out there. So hang on, don't go anywhere because I want to bring on Bobby and Robin from New Hampshire because Bobby and Robin from New Hampshire are also, now you guys are, one of you is a professor and one of you is an actor. So I'm guessing one of you is buying the beautiful home and all the decorations and the other one is doing the decorating.
Robin's actually both the professor and the actor.
You're the professor and the actor?
Bobby's the doctor.
Oh, you're a doctor. Oh, right. I'm trying to read my notes. I wrote some of this down. I try to write notes down and, I'm too busy living life to be reading about it, G50, everybody, G50. So, but now the reason I wanted my friend over here, Tim from Minneapolis, to stay on is because you guys are doing something really important too, right? He's helping seniors, right? And then, hang on. Oh, geez, the balls are going all over the place. So, hang on. Don't move. I got it. So, didn't you start a nonprofit or something? What'd you guys do?
We did. We started a new nonprofit called Artisan. It's ARTICINE. So art and medicine together.org. Huh.
And now it's art and medicine business. And what is that? What exactly is that? I-27.
We connect artists and medical professionals to create wellness experiences. So it can go from creating performances about medical issues or workshops.
Really? Because I talk about my gynecologist all the time. I could probably be on your show. I could probably be getting funding from you guys, actually.
Come join us. That'd be great.
So you're doing this, is it like a stage thing or a film thing, G55?
Some of them are, yeah. So we have, the most recent piece we did is a piece called Shadows, which is about, it's pretty depressing. It's about a straight couple, actually, struggling with addiction. But that's so important these days. Yeah.
And I think of our friend Tim, with food. Food can be an addiction too.
Mm-hmm.
That can be,
I just filmed a movie where I play a drug addicted person too.
Oh, wow.
See, it all ties in. This is what happens when you believe in Jesus. It all ties together. So, all right, don't leave, everyone. We got to find out. Santa's going to tell us who won bingo. Who won the H for ho, ho, ho? Who's the ho?
The ho is Patricia from Ackworth, Georgia. And fun fact, Eli's grandmother lives in Ackworth, Georgia. So, Patricia, say hello to Barbara.
Barbara, friend of Eli, friend of Santa. Hot dog, we got a wiener. Let's take that song.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. And I want to remind you, we are going to play one more game, okay? We are going to play one more. Look at Santa back here. Santa's got his mask on back here because Santa wears a mask. And anyway, here, I'll move over so you can see the tree. Isn't that beautiful? And I wanted to play a little song for you today because I always bring out this old friend. And actually this old friend here, Mr. Lewis, and I always play my musical saw for the holidays. And a lot of people ask me if you would do a number, and one of the numbers that I have that's an absolute favorite of mine is one that was my mom's favorite song, one of her favorite. She loved the song. And so because our first Christmas running solo without Mom, I thought, it would be fun to play this tune for you all. And I think it's just going to be, it's one of my favorites, and it's a little religious, but it's just so beautiful. The music is so beautiful that even though it's a little religious, I think you're going to agree that it is one of our all-time favorite songs of the holiday. This is a little gift to you.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Isn't that beautiful? And one of my mom's favorite songs. She loved to hear me play it on the saw. It's one of the favorite things. And the season is a joyous one. And regardless of what you're celebrating, I hope that you make it a joyful season. The best we can, right? Getting together, doing what Tim's doing what my friend Robin and Bobby are doing, helping others, making an effort. So let me pull my table back in here. This is a little different setup than I'm used to. There we go. I used to be in my kitchen, and then I changed my mind, and you know how that goes. So anyway, but I'm making the best effort I can. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that that beautiful number. It's so pretty, and there's so much. That's one of my favorite things about the holidays now. You know, when you're a kid, it's all presents. But now I look at it and I just can't wait for the music because I love the holiday music. I know you do too. Anyway, and in fact, a couple weeks ago, we had my friend Nancy Farber on, and she sang a song for the Chinooka. So there's beautiful music for many, many holidays. One of these days, I have to get somebody with the Kwanzaa to come and sing a song because I don't know what music comes from there, but I know there's got to be some great music. So anyway, let me bring on, if I could, Jeff and Skippy, who we haven't even barely spoken to yet. And we should have put them on earlier just because I'm afraid, hopefully you took a Geritol and you're able to, egads, look at the time because we have one more game of bingo to play. And I'm so glad you're still there. You're so patient. Because we've had such an interesting conversation tonight. We've had so many people work so well with our theme of the holidays and giving and loving. And I just feel like we've had such a loving crowd tonight. And Skippy, you have to tell me, now your nickname is just adorable. And it sounds so childlike. And yet you are far from that. And I'm wondering, where did you get the nickname Skippy?
Well, it started, remember an old TV show called Family Ties?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the neighbor on there, the annoying neighbor, was named Skippy.
Oh, egad, I wouldn't even remember that.
I can't remember his real name, but Mark Price is his name. But I used to have my hair parted on the side. I used to have big glasses, so I looked like him. Everybody was like, "You look like Skippy." So it's a nickname that has stuck, and it's been
You've been
I've had it now
ever since.
for years. So everybody
because it sounds joyful, and you look joyful, and you're dressed all joyful tonight. I mean, it kind of really works for you. It's sort of like Lewis, it just looks like a Lewis, right? Oh, and you've got a puppy. You do not. Yes. Well, hang on, don't go anywhere because we're going to start our next game, and our next game is going to be the 4 gifts, and the 4. Thank you. You can go. Thank you. So, she's like playing the harp. She just can't wait to get out of here. So we're going to run to Sandy's on 66th and Penn for a little malt liquor, I suppose. I don't know what she's drinking these days. Anyway, whatever's on sale, usually. So, anywho, let me get on to, here we are. We're on game 3. It's the 4 gifts of the holiday, and it's 4 corners. So we're only going to call B's and O's. Just B's and O's. So you don't have a free space. Don't worry about the free space. You don't have it, okay? So because we're going to do B's and O's, and it's just 4 corners. It's really quite easy. Now, I have to find out a little bit about this beautiful dog that you have because, man alive, he is handsome.
No, she's
a boy or girl?
A little girl. Her name is Gemma.
Oh,
and she was a COVID puppy. So we actually adopted her in August.
Oh, that's perfect. And so many people did that during the lockdown. And hang on a minute. We're going to start out B14. B14. This won't take that long, so don't go anywhere, okay? Because we're going to talk to Skippy, and we're talking to Jeff, and we're going to find out about our last guest here, as well as giving away another set of magnets and, and just chat a little bit more. And we're going to do LOVE at the end like we do every week. So don't go anywhere. Just stay. It's going to be 5 minutes. So Skippy and Jeff, and what's the dog's name?
Gemma.
How'd you get that? Now that sounds like an interesting name. B7. B7.
You ever watch Sons of Anarchy?
Do I watch what?
Sons of Anarchy.
Everything ties into a television show with you. I never know.
Katie Seagal was a badass on Sons of Anarchy, and Gemma's just like her. So the name was appropriate.
Oh, so there's a woman that looks like that, huh? All right, 074. Because I was thinking you could have named it Naomi too. Actually, it kind of looks like Naomi, but she's already gone. I'd show you, but she's already left. She's heading to Sandy's with Yvonne, her friend. So, all right, so 068, everybody. And so you have to tell me now, you all are in Winter Garden, so you're more near the beautiful area of Orlando. Yep. And Disneyland is open.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And somebody said they're going gangbusters down there. That would make me a little nervous.
I work there with Jeffrey. Jeffrey's retired from the company, and I'm still working.
And what? Oh, so you're retired. Oh, you lucky dog.
I'm retired. The chlamydia need to retire.
Oh, chlamydia retired. Right. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, chlamydia is just like, oh, look at that Brad. Oh, hi, Brad. He said, look at him. Oh, I'm just telling you. So Lewis is waiting for his wiener. I should really get him a wiener, but we've got to finish this. 066. Now, Mommy's going to get your wiener in just a minute. I really will. And it's they're good wieners, too, actually. I'm going to have one myself. Hold on a minute. I got to just, there we are. Get to the next one. So, but this is the best time to adopt and adopt a pet. And a lot of people thought, well, you shouldn't adopt it during the chlamydia because, you know, that it's going to be over and then you're going to get busy and you're not going to care for your pet. But the reality is we are still locked down.
Yep.
We are still, I'm staying home.
Way easier to train her.
Yeah. And my friend had a roommate and the roommate was running around and the roommate came home with COVID. Now my friend is really, really sick. So we have to watch out for each other. You know, I mean, he didn't do it intentionally. Of course he didn't. But, you know, still, you got to be careful. You're socializing. You got to be careful, everybody. You be really, really careful. 069. Oh, the 069 whistle. Here it is. 069. Everybody's a winner.
I know my friend Bill in New York is probably cheering on right now. She loves that 069.
Oh, who doesn't? It's dinner for two. Come on. Who doesn't love that? So it's fantastic. Now, hang on a minute. Here's a B. I'm calling only the blue balls. I know, blue balls and yellow balls. B6, everybody, B6. And so now you guys, now you're down there. Was this a second home for you? Did you resettle someplace else? Did you retire? Oh, wait a minute. You were, one of you was in Minneapolis.
I was, yep.
And you played in A Christmas Carol at the Guthrie?
1993.
Oh my, I probably saw it that year.
Oh, Guthrie.
This is before my beauty career really took off, you know, and so, which was the mid to late 90s, actually, truth be told. 062. And, you know, oh, dear God. Well, hang on a minute. We have to finish talking about the 90s. So, not the 90s. I mean, we have to finish talking about the Guthrie. And the Guthries are really fancy repertory theater here in Minneapolis. And my friend, my penis, by the way, who played that beautiful rendition of Silent Night was played by Todd Emanuel Price, who always is my penis for all my shows.
I saw that.
And my musical director is fabulous. And he plays for the Minnesota Boy Choir. Anyway, we went to see A Christmas Carol, and we sat, and you will know exactly where we sat. We sat in those two seats that are almost on stage. There are two seats in that theater that are, your knees touch the stage, and the actors are just standing like right in front, like where Lewis is with the. I thought I bought a balcony because it was sort of jetted out. I thought, you know, I didn't know, but what a great theater that is, and we are so proud to have that in the Twin Cities, and all of the wonderful. And they are working hard trying to keep that thing afloat. They'll be okay. They'll hang in there. Did you continue to do theater in Florida?
I moved down here and acted with Disney.
Oh, good. You got to keep it alive. You can't go, you know what I'm saying? And then Skippy, are you just, what do you do for work?
I'm in entertainment as well. And I was a performer for a long time, but now I am a proprietor of the shows and atmosphere at the Magic Kingdom. So I oversee all the operation of it.
Oh, fun. Oh, that must be kind of fun though. Creating the magic for all those little kids, all those ankle biters. Nothing's going to make them happy, but you can try, right? Exactly. So, Santa, come and tell us who won, because we're dying to find out a final set of vintage magnets. Who is that going out to today?
That final set of magnets is going to Garrett in Haverhill, Massachusetts.
Haverhill, Massachusetts. I know where that is. Hot dog, we got a wiener. Congratulations.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
And I am so glad you joined us tonight. Lewis is too. We're having a great holiday in Richfield, and I'm sure you're having a great holiday wherever you are. And we're not going to be back next week, but 2 weeks from next week, which is January 4th. January 4th. for New Year, old friends. And we're going to celebrate people who've been with us so many times. I want to thank my beautiful guest, Tim from Minneapolis. Thank you for joining me. I'm so glad. Kristen from Florida. Jeff from Phoenix. Jeff, and we never did find out the difference between the medium and the large. Anyway, shoot, you gotta come back, Jeff, and join us again, okay? Make sure, please, and then go and visit Jeff, and you can find out what the difference is. And Robin and Bobby, and Jeff and Skippy and the whole gang, thank you so much for being here, you guys. Have a happy holiday. Be safe. Wear your masks. Stay away from others. Let's spell it. Are you ready? Here we go. Ow. There it is.
For the way you look at me. Oh, it's for the only one I see.
Spell it with your legs.
V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you love. What for me?
This is what it's about.
Love was made for me and you. I love you all. Good night.
Happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays!
Makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play?
Now it's your turn. Join with me.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play?
Grab your balls and play. Now you.
Grab your balls and play.
Grab your balls and play.
Grab
I
your
can
balls and
hear you. Grab your